Oh, hey, Charleston. How you doing, man?
Hey Jameson, it's great to see you. It's nice to be here in the New World after spending so much time in England. It's very different over here.
Well, of course it's different. The Puritans only came over here to Plymouth to avoid religious persecution from the English.
Wow, isn't that a little bit hypocritical though? Because I heard that the Puritans are also pretty intolerant themselves of other faiths.
Well, maybe, but since then they've already set up their own covenant community, which is based on the principles of the Mayflower Compact.
Interesting. But what does that mean?
Basically, it means that they would all unite to create one civil political body, and that they would all create laws as needed.
Oh, cool. So, how is their society run?
Well, since they seek economic opportunity, they have a direct democracy, where they have town hall meetings.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, what other communities, what other colonies are here in the New World?
Well, there's the Middle Atlantic colonies that's mainly made up of English, Dutch, and English-speaking immigrants. The South is mainly people who seek economic opportunity. And there are also many other people who just come over to be artisans, farmers, and even indentured servants.
That sounds pretty cool. I'm glad that I made the voyage over here to spend some time in the New World.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like it here.
Hey, Max the Fax!
Anthony to Shrine.
It's great to see you again after spending so much time up in New England. Muhlenberg, to be exact.
Oh, Muhlenberg, that's correct. Oh, the pleasure's all mine, man. How's your shipbuilding business going?
It's pretty good, I have to say, but it's also pretty difficult to compete with the fishing and the lumber industries that are also there.
Oh, man, that sounds rough. And I bet it's only going to get harder when the manufacturing business comes into play.
Don't remind me. But tell me this, how's your crop business going now?
Oh, man, it is going great. I mean, with all these cash crops like rice, indigo, and all these different other cash crops, it's getting really easy. And plus, with large plantations in these eastern coastal lowlands, it makes it nice and easy for me to garner in that money.
That's great, but I see you guys got a lot of help.
Oh, yeah, those are my indentured servants.
Man, this is terrible.
This sucks. We have to run away.
Get back to work!
Okay, we get back to work.
Yeah.
Get it! Run away!
We're free! Freedom!
They really help me out a lot. They help with the planting, help keep the plantation in check, and they help me about my daily routines.
That sounds really great, but I got this question for you. How are they compared to you in the social hierarchy?
Oh, you see, the social hierarchy is very different here than it probably is where you come from. See, here, it's mainly based on land ownership and family status.
That's really interesting, because up where I live in Muhlenberg, it's a little different because it's based on your religious stand.
Oh, that sounds rough. It's a lot better down here in Virginia.
Well, I'm glad that I came down here. It's good to see you again.
Yeah. You want to meet some of my slaves? Come here.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Get back to work! Hello, Dwayne. Have you picked up a copy of Thomas Paine's Common Sense yet?
Yeah, I have, Tawheed. And I have to say, I've noticed some pretty obvious similarities between that and the ideas of John Locke. It's pretty good.
I've also noticed that. I think one of my favorite parts is where he says that all people should be free and equal and have natural rights.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, as well as the part where he says that government needs to have consent from the people.
Yeah, that was a really good part too. So, have you read about this Declaration of Independence? It's really stirred things up so far.
Yeah, especially with things happening such as the Boston Massacre and the rest of the revolution.
See, the part that really didn't make sense to me was how it directly contradicts the realities of slavery.
Yeah, I have to say, I didn't agree with that part, because in this moment, I am euphoric. Not because of any phony Britain's blessing, but because I'm enlightened by my own patriotism.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Dwayne. Like that's what's gonna help us win this war.
Exactly. Man, America sure is different now that we're independent.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I'm not sure about these Articles of Confederation that were just ratified last year.
What do you mean?
First of all, they only provided for a weak national government.
That makes sense. I bet that they're fearful of a strong central government, just like England's.
Maybe, but that's not the only problem with it. They also don't give power to Congress to tax or regulate the state's commerce.
What implications does that bring?
That means that the federal government has no means of raising funds.
That sounds pretty rough. But can't they just change the Articles of Confederation if they want to?
Nope. That's one of the major problems with it.
Man, this new Constitution here really solves a lot of the problems we faced with the Articles of Confederation.
Oh, I totally agree. For example, they made federal law the supreme law that still gave the states considerable leeway to govern themselves.
Yeah, and I really liked how they balanced power between the small and large states by creating a Senate and House of Representatives. We really owe it to George Washington, the president of the convention, and James Madison, the father of the Constitution.
Indeed.
So tell me, Bobby, what makes you think that a weak national government would be good for the United States?
The same thing that tells me that an agricultural economy would be best for America.
Oh, really? Because I believe that a strong national government and commercial economy is what is best for America.
Oh yeah? Well, my economy is supported by the working man, such as farmers, artisans, and frontier settlement from the South.
Well, my economy is supported by moneymakers like bankers and business interests in the Northeast.
Well, I have proof that the Democratic Republicans are superior, and the proof is Thomas Jefferson winning the presidential election in 1800, in which power was peacefully transferred from one political party to the other.
Fine.
Fight! Out of the way, Cosmo!
Okay, that's enough.
Say the Democratic Republicans are better.
They're better.
Yeah, they are. You lose.